So we are going live. Thank you, everybody. I'm glad that you're here. Let me get everything lined out so I can see what's going on. So yes, let's get going. So how's your week been so far? This is hump day. So would you like another way to make money online? Some more tips and tidbits? I want to talk to you for just a minute. So are you spending hours scrolling on social media but not getting paid for it? Most of us are, but how would you like earning an income from social media? And how would that impact your life? What if just all of a sudden, because you were on social media so much and you knew the right way to post things and comment to people and bring people into what you want to share with them, it actually starts to make you money. You build a big following. Everybody starts coming in. You start having your own little private community. So on social media, we live on social media anymore nowadays, don't we? We're on Facebook all the time. We're on TikTok all the time. We're on Instagram all the time. And each one of them has their own little nuances of how to best show up for their platform. And the thing about being able to monetize on a social media platform is they want you on their platform. They're all in competition with each other, and they all want you to be on their platform. So the more that you can spend time talking about what you're earning, what you're learning, how much you enjoy being on a particular platform, whatever it is, and you say the right things, the algorithm starts finding them. When people send you hearts and whatever, like even here on TikTok, if you see me, see this thing, my life going, just hit the screen and start going. And so those little hearts will come up and give me a comment, say I'm here, let me know where you're coming in from. I would love to know where you're coming in from because we are global. Our company, the Legacy Builder Program and the Digital Growth Community is global. We have thousands and thousands. I think we have 48 or 49,000 people in our community now already. So it's like, why wouldn't you like to make some extra money being on social media? How awesome is that? So far this week, we've talked about attraction marketing. We did that on Monday. And then we talked about how easy it is to earn income online by only working 2 hours a day. You don't have to trade your 40-hour week. You can come in with a 2-hour workday with focused activity, income earning activity. And it's extremely different than what we're used to. So we've been going into myth breaking, where you have to work hard, you have to sell, and you have to put in all these hours. Those are all myths that we are starting to learn how things are different. You don't go that way. That's the old way of doing stuff. So the reason I want to share with you about how social media, how you can learn to make an income just by being on social media, is because I believe everyone deserves the chance to turn their time online into income, because that's what I do. I'm a digital marketer. I have an online business, and everything I do helps to promote you to learn how to do it also so that you can make an income online. And it's so super easy. Social media, you don't have to worry about being super fancy. You don't have to be an influencer. That's another myth. A lot of the things that we believe is that I have to have thousands and thousands of followers before I can make any money on social media. Nope, that's not true. Once you get in here and get your blueprint and get started, you will be shocked at how quickly your following grows, how quickly you build enough of substance that when people find you on social media, they want to follow you, they want to be part with you. And then the platform says, oh, look, we like what this person's doing. Let's give them an incentive. Let's make sure that they stay connected to us, and we want to give them an incentive. And that's how you start to monetize. You can monetize on YouTube, on Facebook, on TikTok for sure, on Instagram. I don't know about LinkedIn yet. I haven't really studied that much about LinkedIn. If you know about LinkedIn, let me know here. And let's see what you think about LinkedIn. But if you're on social media anyway, why wouldn't you give yourself another opportunity to have another stream of income? So I love breaking these myths. I love them all. Social media platforms want you to succeed. They want reward you. They're called creators. You don't have to be an influencer. They like you to keep the people engaged because in that way people stay on the platform longer. Does that make sense? So we have so many in our community now that not only when they bought the Legacy Builder program, they had their 4 streams of income up for them right away. So there was 4 streams of income running, going for them right away. But the more that they studied the blueprint, got into the training, started learning the tools, the techniques, and followed the training, was coachable and following the training, all of a sudden they realized that they have another stream of income coming in that they didn't even intend to have. We teach you all that in our blueprint, in our training. There's so many ways. Like, I think maybe, I don't know if it's Amy, it might be Michelle, or it could be Daryl. They have up to 18 additional streams of income, not counting the 4 that they got when they purchased the program. You get all that training, you get all that learning of how to expand ways for you to make an income online, how to expand and build your bottom line dollar without you having to constantly be working at it. So once you get up and running with my blueprint and you get into the training, you will quickly discover that there are hundreds and hundreds, and you'll see them. And they'll say, if you go to one of the trainings, which you should, because you'd be paying for that, they'll say how many streams of income they have. And then they'll give you tidbits of how they did it. Take notes, go in there, do the same thing. It's perfect. So how exciting is that? You bought 1 program and you got 4 if you did the Legacy Builder. Then you started the training, which we put you on a social media platform in the training. You post three pieces of content a day. So as you're posting those 3 pieces of content, you learn the right way to post, the right things to post that creates interest and that creates activity on your platform page. And then you'll get a notice from Facebook or YouTube or Instagram saying, do you want to monetize? You're okay to monetize. If you do this, you'll get this much. So here's the great thing about this. You take this at your own speed. So when I see some of those things come up, if I'm not ready to deal with them right away, I just go, okay, I'll come back to that. And the good part is you can come back to that. You don't have to just hang in there and keep pushing and pushing. Now, I'm a type A personality, extreme type A, really. And in the past, I really pushed hard. I worked all the time, and if I had a task or a project I was dealing with, I wouldn't stop until it was finished. I wouldn't eat, I wouldn't take any time away, I would keep going. And I did that so much that I ended up being very sick. I ended up shutting myself down, and I couldn't go to work for about 3 months or so because I couldn't move. I couldn't move. I got Epstein-Barr virus, and it attacked every bone in my body and took my bones apart, like my shoulder bone, my pelvic bone. I couldn't walk, I couldn't move. And so I was on an extreme regime of healing. But when I couldn't go to work, I didn't have a way to make another income. So that's why I'm so grateful right now that I'm in this Legacy Builder program, because if something happens again and I'm unable to go to work, so I love that for you, because you never know what's going to happen to you. You never know. You don't think you're not going to be able to show up and do your income job, whatever it is, until you can't. And then you're like, oh, I'm in a problem here. Not only do you get the 4 streams of income from if you decide to do the Legacy Builder program, but inside there, we teach you more and more how to make money, how to make an income just by being on social media. Did you even know that you had an opportunity to do that? Or you just go out there and visit with your friends and chit chat and see what they've had for breakfast or lunch, or what they're fixing for dinner, or what their kids are doing? Yeah, so there's 3 pillars, 3 different pillars here to monetize in social media. So how are you doing so far, guys? Are you understanding what I'm saying? I hope so. I just want to make sure that you have a chance to make as much of an income as you can with as little of an effort that you can put out so you can have more time with your family. You can have more time to do what it is that you want. So welcome, come on in. I'm so glad you're here. Keep coming in. Let me know where you're coming from. I better introduce myself, guys, so you know me. My name is Madalyn. I'm a Texas mama of 3, grandma of 3, and I retired from corporate some time back. And I was so glad I did, because then I wanted to be my own entrepreneur, do my own stuff, do my own creative things, my painting, my coaching, my whatever, all the stuff that I always have loved to do and couldn't do because I was always at my office or always in a meeting or always organizing a meeting for the execs. And it's finally, I'm home, I can do my stuff. And I did my stuff and it fell flat. Nobody found it. I couldn't make it work. I couldn't connect it all up. And it's great. You can build a wonderful website and you can have a lot of wonderful things out there. But unless you know how to market it, unless you know how to get it out there, unless you know how to follow up with people that have bought from you, you're still basically dead in the water. So that's what I'm sharing with you each time I come on here every day about different ways to monetize so you don't have to depend on the regular ways to make your income. How would it be if you automatically make income coming in? That's what we learn. And that's the other thing about monetizing on social media. When you put something out on social media, it's out there forever. As long as you put the right thing out there, and we teach you that here in the training, and somebody finds you and comments and wants to follow you and wants to purchase something from you, whether you're here in front of the camera or actually working it or not, doesn't matter, because it's working for you. It's consistently working for you, which is the best thing in the world. So we teach you all the tools in here. We teach you how to do affiliate marketing, how to create and promote your own digital products or services, and how to continually make your income. So the main thing that I want to express with y'all is your goal is to set it up once and then let it work for you 24/7. So even though you set it up once, you still come in consistently and you post something or you do a little something. That was the 2-hour income earning activity I shared with you yesterday. This is awesome. Just get it set up and then leave it. Do your 2 hours worth of income earning activity work and leave it. Get on social media, post what you want, say what you need to say, and then step away and see who all is relating with you. And if things aren't working your way, you go back into the training and say, I think I must have missed a step. I missed a way to communicate with the people that I love, that I want to help, that I want everyone to know they don't have to worry about retiring. They don't have to worry about their retirement income running out. They don't have to worry about losing their job, because there's so many ways here to have a plan B, a backup plan for if something happens that you can't go to work or you don't have a job to go to. So it's a very low initial investment, and there's no monthlies. So once you purchase it, you have it for life. So maybe you're busy all the time at your job now and you don't have time to look at the training. But that's okay, because you bought it. It's always there for you. Whenever you do have time, go look at it. So it's like, people are always worried. I can't do this. I don't know how to do this. I'm not an expert. I don't know how to sell. Well, that's the best part. You don't need to be perfect. In fact, it's better when you're not perfect. I mess up all the time because we're real, we're human. So it's like, just be yourself. Talk to your friends, because they'll show up here. They'll start coming in when you go live. Now, if you don't want to go live, that's fine. Just keep posting. We also have a faceless way that you can get your post out there, and people will follow you that way. Don't worry about being an expert. The more you do it, the better you'll start to feel about yourself, and the more you'll show up and be ready. Am I ready? Or I don't know what to say today. Doesn't matter what you say. Just fall all over yourself, but get your points out. And my points are, I want to help you realize that you can make multiple income streams by doing very little work. You have to do some work, but very little work, and it's all in the training. Tap into the training. Just this kind of, what would you pay for a training for how to Learn how to market on Facebook. That's a thing on its own. Learn how to market on TikTok. That would be another training you would go through. Learn how to market on Instagram. They're all out there for separate price points for you to pay to learn how to do something on a social media platform that you get for free when you purchase any one of our Legacy Builder programs. You get that for free. It depends on which level of Legacy Builder you purchase as to the in-depth training that you get. But all of them teach you how to start to monetize so that you can make your 2-hour income earning activity give you income, because that's what it's about, income earning activity. Does that make sense so far? So if you got any questions, let me know. Drop a yes in here if you're ready to take the next step. If you're ready to let go of having to worry how things are every day. If you're ready to stop having to go to that job. If you're ready to take a chance on yourself. And learn how to absolutely scroll the right way on social media. Just really get going with it. It's like, why don't you? And if you don't know what to post, that's okay. But we have free training for you. It's a bonus inside your platform, your training platform, of how to work with Canva. It can do little videos for you. It can give you ideas for images to post. You go also learn about ChatGPT. Put your questions into ChatGPT and you'll get such a beautiful outlay of ideas that you take and you adjust to what it is that you need. And all that can be just transferred easily into a post on social media. So it's important that you know about the pillars. First off, in social media, you look at your product, you look at what you're on as a storefront. This will help you monetize. So let me show you. So this is, can you see this? This is my TikTok. Whoops. It just jumps all around when you don't want it to. So this is my TikTok, my main page. So you see, this is like a storefront. You go shopping, you look through here, see which one suits you or not, if any. And you just keep looking and click on. Sometimes when you click on one, you can just keep scrolling and get the next. But this is what we mean by storefront. What are you saying here? And then what are you posting? And then how is that relating to people? What is it you need to look at to do something different? So clean up your storefront. Have a storefront that looks inviting, that somebody says, ooh, I want to see what that's about. So that's the main thing. That's the first thing. Make sure that your profile, know that your profile is your storefront. And clarify your message to attract the right audience, to attract the person that you really want to help. I pretty much put mine toward people that want to retire and can't, or people that have retired and are worried about making their money stretch. I do lots of little videos about how to stretch that. So that's pillar number 1, about to monetize. Does that make sense? Pillar number 2 is what we've already talked about content. Post with purpose. Know what you want to say. Know who you want to reach. You learn who your ideal customer is in the training. And you learn just by being yourself how to relate to them. How to make that an image or a video that you want to post. And you always put what we call a CTA, call to action. And the importance, do you know the importance of that? Put it here in the chat if you know the importance of it. If you don't tell somebody what to do, they're left hanging. Now, I don't mean be bossy and tell them what to do, but if you shared something that they're really interested in and they're really excited about, and then you just say so long, goodbye, they're left high and dry. They don't know what they're going to do. We have 2 cats in the backyard fussing. A CTA is what we call it. It's a call to action. Post consistently and make sure you include a CTA. It doesn't have to be a hard sell. Just say, if you want to know more, comment here or visit my link in my bio. things like that. Super simple. And then we have the amazing tools. The third pillar is creating income streams. So you will talk about the tools, about affiliate marketing, digital products, the services to generate revenue. All of that is there. All of it is there for you. So the goal, remember, your goal is to just set it up once and let it work for you 24/7. That's what automations are. You're going to learn more and love more and more automations, and you're going to start leaning on them and start expanding on it more and more. It's going to make your life so much easier, because what does automations give you? Not only does it give you the opportunity to make a great income without you micromanaging it, but having that income, spending less time because it's taken the time for you, then you have more time to do what you want to. More time to spend with your family, more time to spend with your loved ones, more time to go travel. If you want to travel the world, do it, because you can work this type of business from anywhere, as long as you have Wi-Fi and a phone, smartphone, or a computer you can hook up to. Does it make sense? Again, don't worry about the problems. Don't worry about you're not an expert. Don't worry about you don't know what to say. I've given you several tips here about put in something in the chat GPT about, I want to talk about this. What would you suggest? And go to Canva. I want a picture like this. And they'll go, okay, here's what one looks like. You decide if you like that or not. And then start learning how to use it. All of that's in our training, every bit of it. So it's like, how's it going for you? What's happening with you? I have another idea for you guys. Now, don't think that you know it yet. Let me show you. We have a webinar coming up. Here's the webinar. How to build an automated 100% profitable business in 2025. In order to be on this webinar, and this is again 10K, how to have 10K months, we have a blueprint. You follow the blueprint and you can come up with 10K a month regularly, because once you start going, it doesn't stop because it's automated. The automations take over. So I'm going to invite you to the webinar. In order for you to get here, you just go to my website, and I've sent the email out already to invite you. So you have to have a private invite. It's a free webinar, but you have to have it invited. So go here, Lovin, Lovin, mydailypay.com. Put your email in there so you can get the email from me with the link to join the webinar on Friday. And you're going to be so glad that you're on the webinar, because you're going to learn so much. There's so much covered on our webinars, and you're going to meet those people that I'm telling you about that have the multiple streams of income other than the 4 that they purchased when they bought the program, and how they did it, and how they ran into this problem, and how they ran into that problem, but then how they managed to solve it. And 99% of them, how they solved the problem was they went back to the training. So hi, glad that you're here. Let me know where you're coming in from and say hi. So if you're here, hit the screen so I can get all those hearts and flowers and get the algorithm going lickety split so we know what's happening. And I'm so glad that you're here. So just let me summarize right quick what's going on here. We've been talking this week about attraction marketing, letting people discover you. And we've been talking this week about your 2-hour work week. Super important. I don't know who was calling. Sorry. And so now it's about social media, how to post on social media where you can make money. Don't just post to post. Get your mindset involved with making an income effortlessly and easily. And then have your posts be part about what you like about being in the Legacy Builder program. What's the thing you like the best? What's the thing you're learning? What's the thing you're learning how to adjust from you because you've done something wrong? I can to testify that. Man, have I done stuff wrong. Because me, when I retired from corporate and I started spending my own money to try to make things work, and I didn't. When I turned 75 this past March, it was like a huge wake-up call. It's okay, you've lived to be this long. You haven't made the income that you wanted to make. You failed so many times trying this thing and trying that thing and going after this next sparkly best thing. What are you going to do? You're going to actually give this a chance and see if it works? And it started working. And I'm like, this is interesting. It started working right away. I love that. And then I got into the training, and the training keeps growing. You keep growing, you keep learning. And I set my goal for the first year for what my income was I wanted to make within a year. But my main thing was to get into this training platform and learn the best way for me to show up to help you. Learn the best way for me to be me so that I could get you to be you and still make a good income. Unlimited income potential. Don't you like those words? I love that because I believe in magic. I like to believe in possibilities. And I love knowing that when I decided to come into this Legacy Builder program, that I have the opportunity now for unlimited income potential. When I worked at corporate or wherever you're working, you have a set range of what your job description is going to allow you to make, correct? And then you get on social media and you complain and you post about all the stuff that's gone wrong with the government, that's gone wrong in the world, and you buy into all of that junk. And the more you buy into stuff that keeps you pressed down and not feeling good about yourself, the further you keep going away from realizing, wait, there's so much possibility. Go back to believing in yourself, believe in your possibilities, believe in the unlimited income potential that you have a chance to start being a part of. Doesn't that sound wonderful? I think it's amazing. For me personally, it's what I was looking for. And I like to do creative things. So I like being in Canva. I like doing video work. I like doing different things like that. Because to me, it's part of being creative because I'm an artist. This is one of the things I want to do is do my paintings and get them out there and not have to worry. I don't paint a commission for what somebody likes. I paint what I like. And when they find it, if they like it, that's awesome. But if they find it and they want me to change stuff on it, that doesn't work so well. So this is the same with social media. When you find and you do something that you have a great post that goes out there, somebody finds it, they take it as it is and they're ready to follow you. It's perfect. It's just perfect. I have to say, social media is the most powerful tool to create income streams. So start small. Start small, but stay consistent. And then just watch what happens. So tomorrow, I'm not sure what we're going to talk about yet, but I am going to remind you again about the webinar. If you want to be able to be in the webinar and find out so much more about what I've been sharing with you this past few days, just get in there. All your questions can be answered as soon as you take the time to listen to one of our webinars. And this is our first webinar for the new year. How are you doing? How has your new year started off? Have you already given up on your New Year's resolutions? Or are you waiting? Okay, this is the second week in January, and it's the second Wednesday that we've had for the new year. Wonder what's going to happen tomorrow. What is going to happen tomorrow? You make it happen. You decide. You make it happen. Join one of these. If you have more questions and you're not sure what I'm talking about, be on our webinar. It's Friday, 11 a.m. USA Central Time. And if you can't make the webinar, but I have your email here, because I could send you the link to the webinar, I'll send you the replay. Super easy. So my friends, I just wanted to share with you that on Friday, it's going to be Q&A. Come prepared. We're going to talk about what we talked about on Monday, which is attraction marketing. On Tuesday, which is the 2-hour income earning activity. Today, social media. Tomorrow, maybe, I don't know, about how you make 100% profit on everything you sell. I'm not sure. But on Friday, we're going to have questions about anything I've been sharing with you or anything that you've seen somewhere else that you're confused about. And let's see if we can get you some answers. Let's see if we can get you clear on what it is, what direction is you want to go in, which I'm sure is to make a good income, to have 2025 be more powerful and more lucrative than what 2024 is. That should always be your goal. Always up level, always up level. And I have to say, we're at the end of a 90-day holiday extravaganza push for 30K in 90 days. As soon as our 90 days is over, I think we're on page 8, day 87 or something. But when it's gone, we will be having another 90-day sprint to make a great income with telling you something to do in a video or guidance from our mentor and from our founder daily, day by day, of little tidbits of what to do, and then they build on themselves, just like your social media platform will continue to build as you're more consistent working in it every day. Glad that you guys are here. Sorry it's so short, but I love you, and I want you to have time to go do what you want to. And if you want to watch this replay, even though you came in here late and didn't get the whole thing, I posted on my YouTube channel. The full replay for today's training will be on the YouTube channel, and you can find the YouTube link up in my bio on my TikTok. So guys, I love you. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll talk to you tomorrow about 9 o'clock. If not, maybe a little bit earlier. Bye for now.